There was a time when companies had to ask for your attention. A newspaper ad, a radio spot, a billboard on the way to work. You knew when you were sold something. Somewhere in the last 2 decades, those lines blurred, and no one knew when the rules slowly changed. It all started small. Social media platforms had humble beginnings and defined goals. They let people connect, share thoughts, and stay in touch. But something bigger was on the horizon. In 2007, Microsoft paid $240 million for a 1.6% stake in Facebook, now Meta. They saw the potential way before anybody imagined it to be. Social media wasn't just about making connections anymore. It started to be a money-making machine. In 2010, Nike placed an ad on Facebook. Within minutes, it reached 8 million new users. The power of social media advertising was no longer theory. For this to keep working, users had to stay longer. So the ads kept coming, and the money kept flowing. Social media platforms knew what they were doing. They tuned the algorithm, made sure you kept scrolling, sometimes endlessly. It was no longer about what's new, but about what keeps you hooked. Then AI entered the picture. It learned what you liked, predicted what you wanted next, and served it to you before you knew you wanted it. They studied human psychology. They built algorithms that worked on young minds the way drugs do. The more you saw, the more you stayed. You never took your eyes off, it was endless, and over time you became addicted. But this wasn't just about entertainment. It led to academic failure, social isolation, mental health crisis, and self-harm too. By 2023, the harm could not be ignored. The first move came from 33 USA state attorneys general who filed a lawsuit against Meta for fueling social media addiction. It was in 2026 that the first trial in social media addiction began. Snapchat and TikTok settled. Meta and YouTube stayed and fought. Mark Zuckerberg and Instagram CEO Adam Mosseri took the stand. Zuckerberg admitted the company could have done more. Internal documents revealed something worse. The platforms knew about the harm, but they kept pushing for more users anyway. The jury awarded $6 million to the plaintiffs. A small win, but it was a start. In a separate case, New Mexico found Meta guilty of misleading consumers. The penalty, $375 million. The news spread, the world took notice. Australia banned social media for kids under 16 starting in December 2025. Today, countries like France, Greece, and Indonesia are also considering similar moves to safeguard from this addiction. In the US, states like New York, California, and Minnesota are also taking action, considering similar moves. The platforms made billions. The cost was paid somewhere else, by users, by teenagers, by kids who never had a chance to push back. The questions are simple. Are these companies being held accountable? And more urgently, are they being stopped? Governments are moving, but is it enough? Will it stop future harm? The fines are just a drop in the ocean, a small punishment for billion-dollar companies. We've seen the harm, but the real question is, will these platforms change, or will the harm continue? The system is rigged, the stakes are high. Who is going to stop them?